Hello friends, you've stumbled across a short clip from the Daily Switch 2 podcast, which, believe it or not, is a podcast that is about the Switch 2 with new episodes released daily. What will they think of next? After that, another one of my predictions coming true, a Nintendo Switch 2 edition for Super Mario Bros. Wonder. Okay, now, Mario Wonder is one of my favourite Mario games. While I enjoyed them, I've got to admit that I never fully loved the new Super Mario Bros. Series. They always felt a bit sterile and lost some of the charm of the original 2D games for my personal taste. Mario Wonder felt like an absolute return to form for 2D Mario, in my opinion. I remember it released the same week as Sonic Superstars, which I also loved, despite the bosses making it feel a bit disjointed. Having a new 2D Mario and 2D Sonic released in the same week, and both of them were good. It was a real treat. It felt like returning to the early 90s, and I loved it. I was actually going through quite a difficult time in my personal life at the time, it was a great distraction. It cheered me up. I have long craved for DLC for Mario Wonder, and when the Switch launched with these Nintendo Switch 2 editions, some as free update packs like the one for new Super Mario Bros. U and Captain Toad, and some as paid ones with extra content like Kirby and the Forgotten Land, I've been keeping everything crossed for an update to Mario Wonder. It seemed inevitable, and here it is. However, it's not exactly what I imagined or hoped for. One scenario I would have predicted is what happened with Mario U, a free update that just updates the game with higher res graphics and maybe a performance boost in frame rate or something. I would have been very happy with this, frankly, making an already beautiful game just look even more beautiful. But what I really hoped for was a Nintendo Switch 2 edition with a new boxed copy that, yes, had those graphical updates, but also got more content. And it seems like that's what we've got here. Kinda. We don't know everything yet, and the jury is still out. These Switch 2 editions often have stupid names. This one is Super Mario Bros. Wonder Nintendo Switch 2 Edition Plus Meetup in Bellabel Park. I swear Nintendo don't even think about us poor YouTubers who somehow have to make the titles of our videos be under 100 characters. The Bellabel Park section looks pretty substantial, if I'm honest, but it also doesn't hugely interest me because from everything that we've been shown so far, it seems like it's 100% multiplayer only. For me, 2D Mario has always been a predominantly single-player experience, and I'm challenging myself against the layouts and trying to beat my own best times, etc. I've never really enjoyed any of the multiplayer Mario stuff anywhere near as much as the single-player platform levels. Don't get me wrong, everything they've shown actually looks fun, polished, well-designed, well-thought out. It's just that if I was going to be paying for extra content, I was really hoping for more levels and maybe a new single-player campaign. Mind you, that doesn't mean that we aren't getting it. We have a release window as spring 2026, so this is quite far away. And in the trailer, the announcer actually makes a point of saying, and I quote, "The Nintendo Switch 2 edition adds other new content as well. Look forward to more on that in the future." And it shows Mario negotiating a map, talking to Captain Toad and some other characters, some other stuff. So I really hope that we are getting more substantial single-player stuff. Obviously, I always bring this up when talking about the Nintendo Switch 2 editions with that ominous plus sign before the new content. Because, like, Super Mario Party Jamboree plus Jamboree TV has really broken my trust when it comes to these editions, where it is seemingly quite possible that the original game will remain completely untouched, with no upgrades, not even graphical or performance bumps. But to my eyes, it does look like the content from the base game here is running at a higher resolution, and the fact that they say the Nintendo Switch 2 edition is getting new content as well as Bellabel, to me that implies that the base game is getting updates too, as well as the multiplayer stuff. I sincerely hope so. And yes, somebody will correct me and say, oh, Jamboree TV has had new updates and now the graphics are slightly improved in the base version. Yeah, I know, but it's not on the cartridge, is it? It's not on the cartridge. And that's kind of the whole point in these editions for me. So for me, I am excited about this. It's a potential confirmation that I might be getting exactly what I wanted, but I will have to wait to find out. If it was just the base game with no improvements, but the multiplayer tacked onto the side, I think this would be a B-tier announcement for me. If it's a full substantial content update and quality update for the base game as well, that would frankly be an S-tier. So until we find that out, I'm putting it tentatively in the middle at A-tier. I think I'm even going to put it ahead of Mario Tennis, even though it's not a new game and we don't know too much about it yet. The potential is there for this to make one of my favorite Mario games even better. So I'm really hyped for it. And I'm always going to prefer a platform game over a sports game. Sorry, that's just me. I'm tempering my expectations, though. And we really need to wait to find out more. And let's hope that they've given up on the stupid $80 price tag for these re-releases of old games by then, huh? Go listen to my Kirby and the Forgotten Land Star-Crossed Lovers Taking Their Life review for my very mixed opinions on which $80 games are and aren't worth it. And spoilers, basically, no Nintendo games should be $80 from this point onwards. They just shouldn't. They haven't worked. It's a failed experiment. People aren't buying them. So hopefully they've learnt from that. Well, that was funny / sad / informative / stupid, wasn't it? Feel free to mentally redact to make that make sense with the clip that you just heard. I don't know what it was. I'm just recording a bumper. But if you enjoyed the clip, please give it a like. If you'd like to hear more, click subscribe, and you can find all the ways to listen to and support the full daily podcast at linktree/dailyswitch2. That's linktr.ee/dailyswitch2. Let's go! Did I sound like I mean that? I do. I really do.